the Keep Your Fire Burning segment of Ignite Success, and I'm your host, Snowden McFall, 25-year professional speaker, 6-time author, and coach. I want to talk to you today about a syndrome that's all too common, and it's called, I'm super busy, and I don't have time for anything else. Some people use being super busy as a status symbol. And they use language like, I'm slammed, or I'm swamped, or I'm buried, which are all pretty negative connotation words. Socrates said, beware of the barrenness of a busy life. And it's easy to understand why people would consider themselves super busy in today's world, because there's tons of distractions. And we're constantly on our devices, and we're constantly interrupted. It seems like we have no downtime in our 24/7 world. But I want to share with you some other perspectives on being super busy. When you consider yourself super busy, the message you're saying to yourself is that your life is out of your control. And that's not really true. Even if you have a boss, even if you have children and parents that you're taking care of, you make decisions and you make choices as to how to handle your time. The messages you send to other people when they ask you for something and you say, oh, I'm just too busy, I'm super busy, I'm overwhelmed, I'm swamped, is the message that you're communicating is that you're more important than they are, and that you don't have any time for them, or that you can't handle everything that's on your plate. Or perhaps you're sending the message that you're not a good delegator and you don't know how to say no. None of those things may be true, but that's the message that gets sent when you use that kind of language. So you might want to change your whole attitude around your time management. And instead of saying that you're slammed or buried, you can say, you know, my calendar is intentionally full because I'm so engaged and captivated by what I'm doing right now. You can find better ways to communicate with other people, and you can find better ways to handle your time. One of the first things I recommend to people that I'm coaching is to do a calendar and really track your time, track your calendar time from moment to moment throughout a whole week, and discover how you are actually spending it. We waste a lot of time on insignificant, trivial things. Are there things that you could be doing that you could delegate to other people, or that you could say no to? There are many things in our lives we take on that we don't need to. And if you are the boss, or you have your own business, or you're a manager or a leader, you can control things like meetings. A lot of time gets wasted in meetings. So if you make your meetings brief, no longer than 30 minutes, and you make them standing with a pre-printed agenda, and you don't deviate from that, and you have an accountability form that everyone completes so they know who's going to do what, that will maximize everyone's time. Make sure you check and see, are you spending enough of your precious time on return on investment activities, the highest ROI, the ones that are going to get you the biggest results for your company, for your business, and that are going to create the greatest amount of success and results for you. Learn how to say no. It's one of the most powerful tools in your arsenal, and it's one that most women have a lot of trouble with because by nature we tend to be people pleasers. Saying no from a standpoint of, I'd love to do that for you, but I cannot commit to that right now. Thank you, is respectful, and it's fine. Men get away with saying no all the time. Women need to learn how to do that. You also want to make sure that you plan your week intelligently. If you have a family and you're thinking about how are you going to get all the meals for this week because you have so much on your plate, consider doing a couple things. Over the weekend, you could get together with a bunch of girlfriends and you could create a meal plan together. And you could cook all your meals for the week and freeze them, and you could even exchange each other's meals because we get tired of our own recipes. You could use a meal delivery service. There are a lot of good ones featuring healthy organic foods, and specify what you like and what you don't like. Observe how much time you're spending on social media or checking your email. You know, the average employee checks it 37 times an hour, which is an enormous waste of time. Check your email 5 times a day and train your clients and subordinates to know that that's when you will be checking them. You don't have to be online all the time. People waste hours and hours on social media. That's precious time you could be spending with your families, with your loved ones, with your friends. And work in time blocks where you have 90 minutes of time set aside for your highest return on investment activities. You get the work done without any interruptions, without any phone calls, without any emails or texts. You are just focused, head down on your project. You'll be amazed how much you accomplish. And then finally, prioritize the people who are most important to you. Make sure that they're in your calendar first. And make sure you're one of those people. You need to schedule in quiet time every day for yourself. More and more science is discovering through research that quiet time and silence are critical for our brain to process everything that's coming into it, and critical for our health and well-being. Whether you're walking in nature, whether you're meditating or praying, whether you're just sitting silently, that's powerful time for you. You don't have to be super busy. I want you to ignite your success, and you can do that by choosing how you spend your time.